Hello, Governor Pawlenty. I'm Denise Cardinal, a Minnesota resident born and raised here. In your State of the State speech last week, you tried to talk a lot about regular people, and you had a folksy thing going on by talking about the kitchen table. So here I am at my kitchen table to ask you to put the right priorities in place when you work on the state's budget in the coming weeks with the legislature. Now, what does that mean? Well, it's pretty simple. We want fairness. We want to protect those who need protection, and we want to preserve opportunity for our children. I know it's not easy. We have a big deficit that we need to balance. As one of those people who sits at her kitchen table to do the bills, I know it is hard. There are tough choices that need to be made when there's less coming in and more going out. And from what I've heard about your budget plan, I'm a little bit worried. I'm worried that you're still using the dogma of the past and the same old rhetoric that you've been using for the past 6 years. And I'm also worried that you're a little bit more concerned about your political future in the Republican Party and on the national stage than you are about doing what's right for our state. Like I said, let's look at what's fair to balance the budget. Right now, those who make more than $250,000 a year pay less in percentage of their income in taxes than I do and other middle-class families like mine. So Governor Pawlenty, that's just not fair. But you said already that you won't even consider looking at reforming our tax system to make it more fair. Now, I gotta tell you, when I look at trying to balance my home budget, everything is on the table. I have to look at it all, and sometimes I have to be creative, but I can't just outright deny an option before I've even considered it. And by the way, I would say too that cutting off low-income families from Minnesota Care isn't going to do the trick. That's another short-term fix that will force the rest of us to pay. We'll have to pay higher insurance costs to cover the emergency room fees and to cover the cost of treating the preventive diseases that weren't taken care of when they could have been. When looking at my budget, I also look to make sure that my kids are the ones who feel the least of the pain. And no matter what, my husband and I always sock away a little bit for college, even if it's a little bit. It won't be easy, but let's start by putting everything on that kitchen table. Thank you.